Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic is a very in-depth city simulation with a focus on transporting goods and people. Pros: music is amazing, well composed and rightfully fits with the whole Soviet Union vibe. The buildings look authentic. Residential buildings especially remind me of my home country. Every system is a lot more involved than you would think. Took me over an hour to figure out just how to sufficiently power my city and how to place bus lines. You will normally have several buildings that will feed into each other, plus the needs of the buildings, electricity resources, and the needs of the people, and how you connect it all. You can connect things with conveyors, and you have to use specific electricity lines, and I didn't realize that at first. Cons: I could really do with an area of effect marker before building the building. I find that I will accidentally build bus stops and residential buildings further than my citizens can travel, or sometimes I will plop electricity stations in such a way that not all of my block gets powered. This game could do with a written manual in-game as to how everything works. Currently, the help section features such questions as why does a Soviet Union town require money, instead of such things as how do I run a bus stop? Considering that you will be trying to balance your imports, exports, people needs and transport, I don't think that the game telling me you place 2 bus stops, then a road depot, then purchase buses, then click on individual buses to set up their routes would have taken away from the game. Rather, it would just unconfuse me and prevent me from spending significant amount of time Googling, especially if it's not a forced tutorial and just an optional help section. Overall, I have played very little of Workers and Resources so far, and my first town completely failed. However, I was impressed by the complexity and the amount of game that there is in this early access title. It didn't feel bugged. It didn't feel like I was lacking content. In fact, I want to attempt again and learn the game, which I do believe that I am capable of doing, but this will take quite a while until, of course, they decide to release tutorials, if ever at all. I would really like some tutorials in this game. Outside of that, I would really recommend it, especially if you like transport tycoon games where you're required to transport materials from one place to another. I think if you enjoy that aspect, you would really love this game.